Nancy. My name is Russell Sinclair. I'm a Fish River band member. I was born and raised here in Fish River, and I lived here pretty much all my life, except for the times that I went to university, where I obtained my Bachelor of Education degree. I also received my Master's degree in Education, in Administration, sorry. Before I get into why I'm running for this position and why I'm going to ask you for support next Tuesday, I want to talk a little bit about the role of council and the way it's changed. I've seen it change over the years. At one time, the chief and council were able to carry out their own policies. They were able to execute their own bylaws and policies within the community. And I say that because at one time they had a policy about shacking up on the reserve. And they didn't allow that. And I remember this one time where the chief and council surrounded my wife and I, and they said, we'll give you 1 month to get married. If at the end of that month you're not married, we're going to kick your girlfriend off the reserve. We know today that the policies have changed, and we know that the role of the council has changed as well. Because today we have directors of education, directors leading the different organizations. We also have a CEO who makes decisions on behalf of the council. Now the question is, well, what does the council do in the boardrooms, in the offices? I believe one of the major roles of the council is to plan. It's to plan short-term, long-term, and do strategic planning. Because we have other people doing the day-to-day operation of our band. And this is where I believe I have an advantage, because I am trained as a planner. I've worked in different schools. I've worked with different communities in community-based planning. One of the things that I continually ask when I meet with people, they tell me, or they ask me, what are you going to do about economic development in this community? The first thing we have to do is we have to define what economic development is and what we want to do with that. One thing that comes up continuously is that the goal of creating employment in our community, and that's what the people want in this community. And I believe that we do that by using the strengths of this community. Our major strength in Fish River is the human resource. We have a lot of good people here who are trained, and we have to use the strengths as we plan for these different issues that we're going to be facing. We must retain our existing healthy small businesses. I am prepared to communicate and dialogue with these small businesses. I'm prepared to support them. I'm prepared to encourage them. We also, as part of economic development, must recruit and grow new businesses within our community, and we do that by meeting with people. We do that by finding out what their interests are. We have to connect with people. We have to connect with the people who provide funding for these businesses. One other point I want to bring up here is what I've seen, and I've seen our community grow this past month and a half with the different activities in our community. We started off with the baseball tournament. We had our treaty. We had a celebration. We had a powwow, and we also had our pre-gathering. And when you talk to people, They talk about the good things that happen here. When you talk to the owners of the stands at the treaty grounds, they talk about how good these activities were for them. And then you ask, what made it good? What made it successful? I believe that one of the major contributing factors to the success of our activities this summer is that we came together as a community. We came together in dialogue, we spoke to each other, we communicated. There was a sense of community. There was a sense of volunteerism in the community. And that's the type of thing that we have to do in order to deal with housing, in order to deal with economic development, fishing, with our education system, with health, with favoritism, and this is something that comes up continuously. So I believe that the qualifications that I bring to this position will suit me for this leadership position as a band councillor. So I'm asking for your support. I'm asking for your support next Tuesday. I believe that I can do good work here to make and improve the quality of life in this reserve. I believe that I do have the education and the experience, and I'll use that in a good way here. I'll use that my education and my experience in a good way to be able to help this community. So for next Tuesday, I'm asking for your support. I'm asking you to vote for me. I'm asking that to give me an opportunity to represent this community at the band level. So next Tuesday, don't fuss, vote for us.